Hey guys, welcome back to Joe & Samuel Skin Talks. How you doing? Sorry, I had to look at my phone. I could have been a little more prepared. I could also just edit this, but like that's not real life, right? Real life is you don't get to edit real life. I mean, I do edit some stuff when I scream a random curse word. Oh yes, this is a good video to talk about. I've said this many different ways on many different videos, and on many different Instagram posts, and on many different Instagram lives, but using, and just because I'm bringing this up because it's one of the main mistakes I see, besides overusing products, is then people, even if they're maybe using like the right steps or the right quote unquote number of steps, or just sort of they're in like the right place for their skin, but they're not using the right products for their skin type. And it could be something very simple where you think you are, but then it's just like you feel like you might not be getting the result you want or the most bang for your buck. And usually when it comes down to it, and I have the ability at an event to talk to somebody, to look at their skin close up, to hear what they're using, and be like, oh, this product actually, in terms of what you're saying and what I'm seeing and what that product does, like that isn't for you. And so it really has become a thing of using products for your skin type is one of the most important things. And that's where, even if it's just once a year, going to a facialist, finding a really good facialist who again works with skincare day in and day out on skin, talking to them about what you want to see from your skin, what you're currently seeing, what you're currently using. Of course, this is easier said than done because you want to go to somebody who's not going to sell you all the products they have to sell where they are. Unless it's a line you like. And which is always my first rule of thumb too with finding a facialist, is I always recommend finding a product line you like using and then find a spa or a salon or a clinic that uses those products, because then that just helps the situation, right? If you go in and get a facial with products that you know your skin loves, that you know you love, if things are recommended for you, you're gonna have a better time. It's gonna be a better situation for you, your skin, your wallet, all of that. Anyway, that's a whole separate video. We're not talking about that today. But products for your skin type. So with that, avoid trends. If you have found that a facial oil just isn't working for you and you've tried 10, don't try 11. Just stop. And yes, maybe 11, it could be, maybe that is going to be the thing that puts you over the edge with facial oils. But it's not, I wouldn't say you just haven't found the right facial oil. They're probably just not for you. Depending on what the blend is, depending on whatever. There's been many people that I see that like shouldn't be on a facial oil, and they are. They hear about it, they like the idea of it, they like the feeling of it, they like the look of it. I understand all those things. So it becomes a hard habit to break. And I'm not, again, specifically, I always like target one thing and then you think that I'm anti-facial oil. We have two facial oils that I adore and I love in our line that I use off and on. So I'm certainly not targeting facial oils. It's just something that's become such a big trend, and it seems like everybody creates and formulates a facial oil, and everybody's selling a facial oil, and so everybody's on the facial oil bandwagon, and it is not for everybody. And then within each facial oil too, it's not for everybody, so it can get a little confusing. But the same thing would go, say, well, I mean, I've talked about it before, there are people in the industry who formulate retinols when they themselves cannot use a retinol. No big deal with that. They can test it on many different people and see the results and test the results and look at the clinicals on that. They don't have to use a retinol. I know there's going to be products that we come out with just because I see a need for them that my skin doesn't personally need, that I won't be using. And that doesn't mean like it's bad or it's broken or anything. It's just not for you. It goes into the whole thing of, what did Lorraine Massey say when she was on my channel? Don't chase what isn't meant for you, or don't seek, excuse me, it was don't seek what isn't meant for you. And really, truer words have never been spoken, especially in skincare. And I see a lot of people gravitating towards certain acids or high percentage of acids or retinols or facial oils. And again, if it's not for your skin type, if it's not for your skin condition, it's not for you. Don't follow trends just to follow trends. Do what's good for your skin, which again goes back to the thing I said in the beginning about if you can find a facialist, even if it doesn't have to be every single month. If you can, great. But once a year to really, and more so than the facial, you want the breakdown of knowing your skin type and your skin condition and what you should be using and what your skin would benefit from, and have a really concise program and sort of work from there. But using products for your skin type is really, I think, an overlooked thing. I think we start to generalize things, and it gets tricky because then you end up having a bad taste in your mouth with something, whether it's a brand, which is true. There's sometimes people will ask me questions about a product and then they say they'll have this skin condition. I said I would have never recommended that product if you would have emailed us. So you need to put your feelers out there and don't just fall into trends or fall into popular reviews. While they're great, reviews are great of a product for a certain skin type. So also tap into that. If you're an oily skin and this one review saying this product is amazing for dry, dehydrated skin, maybe let it be amazing for dry, dehydrated skin. It could certainly work wonders for you. Like, everything is always, formula is key and king, but don't get, try to stay in your lane where your skin conditions and skin types are, and don't be using products that are not meant for your skin type, because then it'll just, like I said, it'll be a bad taste for a brand or a product type, and it could just be it's just not for your skin condition after all. Again, a little more food for thought this August. We're doing a lot of these food for thought things in August. I guess end of summer, sort of reflective. I'm making that up. I'll be asked, I just made that up. Not the video, just that saying, or that comment. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, enjoy the end of your summer, and I'll see you soon. Bye.